Hello everybody, and welcome to the greatest show on YouTube. Ancient talks about Daybreak after he's been banned and retired. Anyways, hello everybody. Today we're back again to me talking about Daybreak again, because no one else is going to talk about it.
Oh hell no, you.
Today we are discussing more Daybreak rewritten things. Aren't you guys excited for that, right? Excited? It's gonna be so much fun, right? It's fun. Yes, because this update is literally almost perfect. Almost perfect. First off, we have the new rendering and UIs. These look good. They look very good. The UI, it's okay. I mean, it's very minimalistic, but you know, we talk about the renders. Very good. We got a new Riley look. Looks good. Dreadhead, but more nonchalant, I guess. I don't. We have new skill check and generated changes, which is good because the generators are boring. A new survivor stat, skill. So skill determines how large your success area for skill checks are. The first two images will show you the difference between low and high skill. Sizes are not final, blah blah blah. Additionally, there will be a new perfect zone in the center of skill checks. In order to maximize progress gain on a generator, you must be aiming for the perfect skill check. This is very good. This is very good. If you have a thing for high skill, which is probably just gonna be gen rushers in general, there you go. Easier skill checks for, because you're gonna be on gens more. That makes sense. Generator saving, instead of doing a skill check when a survivor interacts with a regressing generator, this is basically DBD, which is not bad. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but let's just call it how it is. They're just copying DBD. Invisibility changes. This is a big one because this was a bug I said a long time ago. That's when you go in the locker while you're invisible or have an invisible perk. If you get out the locker before your invisibility timer goes up, it's just gonna cut it off immediately. So apparently they fixed it. Yes, good job. Current rewrite progress. There are 21 survivors already in game and ready to play. With a goal to release before the year ends, the rewrite may be able to launch with all characters in the game. This is crazy progress. Crazy progress we're seeing. So it reminds me of a game that we're currently waiting on to, you know, give us a lot of progress on, right? Right, guys? I mean, I'm a Patreon, you know. I'll give you my money, so come on now. Let me know. I know they're working hard. There's some survivor changes though, and this is where this almost perfect update a bit crumbles a bit. Let's talk about it. First off, we have Ryder. He now reveals everyone when he uses an empowered bolt. Means instead of just seeing him and the killer, you're just gonna see everyone. It's not really okay. It's fine. It wasn't really needed, but hey, that's fine for Ryder mains. The only two Ryder mains out there. Next is Millicent. UI improvements like Callum. This is perfectly fine. Tempest no longer is slowed while charging up her TP. That's she's gonna be pretty good, but alright. Killer rage abilities. Basically, they're ults. They're killer ults. Rage abilities are slowly passively built up over time. You can speed up the game by downing and killing survivors, kicking gens, detecting survivors, and being in chase. It's just an ult bar. You're gonna get an ult. Rage element abilities are unique to each killer, so some of them get faster while other of them get slower. This is good. This is very good. Very good. They can range from all new abilities such as Host Snowstorm or simply enhance what's already there, such as Slasher's Bloodlust. This is good. The goal of rage abilities is to help out killer while making killers feel more threatening in general. Think them as ults because they are ults. They're ults. But it was more of a band-aid, blah blah blah. They're talking about Bloodlust being ass. This is blah blah blah. It gives more personality, more character to each killer, makes them more fun in their own unique way. Very good. This is good. This is good. So basically, here's a bit of a preview of some of them. For Slasher, he's just gonna be Trickster. I'm not gonna show you what it looks like, but it's like Trickster. But if only Trickster could throw each knife 5 seconds between. It's just trickster. That's literally it. And host is gonna get a AoE slow stun that snows. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. This was basically a given. Exegates. I'm not gonna talk about it because it's just exegates. You know what exegates are. Let's continue. Brenda says these are the two major mechanics coming to Daybreak 2. Of course, you can be like a doo-doo survivor main and like, oh, but why? None of this needed to change. But frankly, I don't think that's true. Killer has always been a very weak role no matter what survivor mains say. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. I've been saying this for the past 2 years. 2 years I've been saying this. And you finally listen. Thank you. Finally, some acknowledgement of this survivor side of the game. And these changes are together strive to make the role more enjoyable and accessible to all. Yes. Good. Very good. But as the title suggests, for every good thing that Brenda does or says, she always remembers, I gotta add some bullshit. Always. Yeah, it never fails, but we'll get to it when we see it. It says, as for the new release schedule, my goal is to have it available to play in your hands by December. Ideally, it will come earlier, like November. But what will probably happen is all 64 will be available at launch, while killers will be slowly reintroduced with changes and new rage abilities. This makes sense, because, of course, with each unique rage ability, it's gonna take time. This makes sense. For code, they're saying, oh, ideally, I'm still thinking it's gonna come out next year, but hey, maybe they could surprise me. Maybe they could surprise me and actually drop it when they say they're gonna drop something. So we'll see. Next is character level rewards, new UI. This looks better. It just looks better. I mean, that's pretty much it. It just looks better. No, I don't know if they're gonna keep the dumbass elevator, but who knows? I mean, maybe they'll get something new, but that elevator shit getting old. It's kind of boring, but we'll see. Next is a Dae-Jung ability rework. His charm ability is now gonna build up stacks of charge when he's nearby. At 50 stacks, he can use this ability to instantly revive them. Ability caps at 30 stacks, but 100 stacks, but has a 30-second cooldown, which is, I guess, cool. I wouldn't have been opposed to him being able to just pick up 2 people immediately, but then again, you're not gonna give up his 9 stamina. I'm assuming they're not gonna get rid of his 9 stamina, so I guess, yeah, give him a cooldown. Dae-Jung can use his ability before or during a revive. Makes sense. The goal of this rework is to make him not fight for revives to get stacks, give him a clear gameplay goal, and help him be more than a stat stack while maintaining his looper/support identity. They understand that Dae players only use him because of the 9 stamina. That's the crutch. They don't know how to loop, so they just pick Dae-Jung. 9 stamina. But it makes sense because his role was always, someone's down, run to the down person. You have 9 stamina, burn it all to get to the person and immediately pick them up. That was his role. So with this instant revive, makes sense. It makes sense. Next is Dakota, Gavin, and Dakar changes. There is no longer a stack system for that. You don't need to use gens to get your ability. So now there's just a cooldown, which may and may not be good. I.e., Gavin is now just Mamo, but with a gun. Literally it. He has the same cooldown as Mamo, but he has a gun. So next is Dakari, 30 seconds in between, so he's probably gonna be less good. He's still gonna be alright, but he's not gonna be a good XP farmer like he used to be, so that makes sense. And Dakota is going to be cracked out of her mind. She loses no cooldown. She only gets 5 more seconds worth of cooldown, but good Dakota players are gonna just slaughter with her. That's a Jonas perk. That's literally just Jonas perk, but instead of being faster, you flamethrower the killer. Kinda gonna be cracked, I'm not gonna lie. Next is this right here. This right here. It's not exactly what I wanted, but I'll take it. Whenever a survivor is downed or dies, Ego Leech activates. Veronica can then use it whenever she wants, which is crazy. She'll gain a 1.5 second shield and 5 seconds of +1 bonus repair, which I mean, I still would like her to just have, I don't know, mini Parker perk, mini Crosby perk. That would have been nice. I mean, if it's just 5 seconds, might as well, you know. Especially because what you need for you're trading someone's life for 5 seconds of better repair. I feel like it should be better when it comes to the repair stat, but you know, I'll take it. And it says 2+ movement bonus speed. It says since the dawn of time, Queen Veronica has been hated on for being useless, so now she has more control over perking at the cost of big reductions to the shields and buffs. This would make sense. This would make sense if her shield, I'm not saying her shield, but her buffs. This would make sense if her buffs were actually that good. They were not good. They were useless. So her saying that she has more control over perk in exchange for big reductions to her shield and buffs makes no sense. It makes no sense because it was never good. It was never good. The only thing that was good was the shield. But then again, Veronica's would literally just bait the killer into swinging them so they could get any sort of value. Literally it. I mean, that's the reason why she was useless, especially because of her repair. But now they're saying that I'll take it, but it's not exactly what I was looking for. I'm gonna just say that, because what in a perfect world this would be the same, but instead of her getting 1+ bonus repair, she would get a mini Crosby heavy bonus repair boost for 5 seconds, because she can't burn it all while on the gen when the killer's nearby, because she only has 1.5 seconds of shield. But come on, that'll be good. You're again, the cost is someone's life. Why are you skimping out on the big boosts? That's like someone dying and you get a mini speed boost. It's trash. It's very bad. So I don't know how this is going to be very good or bad. The shield itself is going to be very good when she's in chase, because she could use it whenever she wants. That's a mini Linden for herself. But when it comes to the repair, that's where she shines at being useless. That's where she shines at being useless. Her repair she doesn't benefit anything when she should. If you want to play Veronica, play Yvonne. Just play Yvonne, because she's better in every single sort, every caliber. Every caliber, she's better than Veronica. There is nothing that Yvonne can't do that there's nothing Veronica can do that Yvonne can't, in no sense, except the shield. But it doesn't matter when you're moving at the speed of light. If they see this video, which I doubt, Brenda, if you see this, just give her a damn heavy speed boost and generator. Just give her a big generator boost. She will benefit immensely off of that, and it wouldn't make her useless. From the numbers I'm seeing right now, she is still useless. At least it's better than what we had before. But again, sort of, mainly because of the looper stat, just the shield itself, the mini Linden for herself. But give her better repair on boost. Come on now, it's not that hard. Anyways, it says I was supposed to mini progress report. Only 21 survivors are left until the entire roster is done again, and I will start on killers. I know originally I would say it will be released with a solid number, but it feels so counterintuitive to release with less content and then rehash the whole stuff again, so I'd rather do it as much as I can before the year ends. Cool. Next, new interaction type, conversations on generators. Instead of people spamming their voice lines on generators, they're gonna be just listening to this and lose their mind, because people love lore for some reason, especially this doo-doo lore, but whatever, you do you, I guess. Next is Danya changes. Danya now gains her speed boost when gates are powered. And once the gates are powered, she could also revive herself if she goes down, instead of being instant revive when she was already down. I don't know what this means, but I guess cool. And now we have the worst thing. I mean, let me just put my mic down. Emil rework. I'm just gonna read it before I give my opinions. Inspire now has a 65-second cooldown. After reviving a survivor, Emil gains a shield for 10 seconds. While the shield is active, his speed is increased by 1.5 seconds. And if Emil uses a shield to protect another survivor, they will both gain a burst of speed. The goal is to maintain his reviver bodyguard / more skill expressive Arlo gameplay identity while removing the things that held him back, like the unnecessary stack system. This is terrible. Terrible. This is terrible. This is what I mean when they do one good thing and then they do one shitty thing to balance it out. They can't just do all good. They need at least one bad thing. One bad thing. Everything else in this update log, good, amazing, makes people actually, you know, actually optimistic for the rewrite, which is a big feat, mind you, a big feat. Getting people to be optimistic about Daybreak is a big feat. But then you go on to just do this. Why? For what? And the reason they give makes no sense. They say, I love my Daybreakians and their aversions to change, but Emil is sitting with one of the lowest pick rates of the entire Survivor roster, so unfortunately he's getting a change one way or another. Some characters released 2 months ago are set to outperform him in total matches played, despite the fact that he was released 2 years ago. Makes no sense. For why? Who cares? Who cares? I don't know if you know, but Emil was top 5 on release. You made him better by giving him a stack before the round begins, making him even better. He was always the reviver / bodyguard plus more skill expressive character. He had high skill. He was hard to play, takes high skill, and he was a bodyguard, the best bodyguard. Why are you changing that? Why are you changing that to make him a shittier Arlo? In what sense in what world does this make sense? In what universe would you choose Emil over Arlo when you're having him look like this? Why? What are you doing? What's the point of this? You're making him a worse Arlo. For what? Because no one plays him? I tell you why no one plays him. Because it's annoying to play him. Why? Because everyone fiends for revives. That's the reason why no one plays him. That's the reason why I barely play him. Because you have a character that benefits greatly off of a revive. But when everyone else in the game is just fiending for XP, that character is gonna suffer because he can't be used to his best output. You can't use him that well if everyone else is trying to leech off of you. So instead, you just make him Arlo, but one-sided. Mind you, really on Arlo revive, both survivors get shields for 8 seconds, and then the entire speed boost in 10 seconds. Basically Riley speed boost. So in you saying that, oh, this changes is to make people pick him more, that makes no sense. That literally makes no sense, because the change you're putting makes no one want to play him when there's another character that does that job, the same job you're implying, better than he does. Like, when I saw this, I just, oof, I want to punch my camera. Like, okay, he has one of the lowest pick rates, fine. You want to change him one way or another? Don't change his entire identity to make him worse, to make him more like someone else, because that makes no sense. That sentence where that reasoning where you're trying to change him because no one picks him, but so instead of actually, you know, making him more fun or maybe more intriguing to pick up, you make him into another character. The one that does a character that does, in this scenario, a better job. And probably gives him way more XP. Actually, yeah, gives him way more XP. More clutch. This rework does nothing. Makes no sense. Is bad. Very bad. Very bad. Extremely bad. Horribly bad. Remove him from the game at that point. What were you thinking? Like, yeah, everything else is so good. Everything else is so good. I mean, if we scroll down, we see that the characters that people have been waiting for 2 years is coming out. This is amazing. Like, I'm gonna be honest, this right here will not eclipse the rest of the stuff. Yes, it is very bad. It basically deletes a character, but it doesn't overshadow a lot of the good. That's why I say this update is almost perfect, because all of this stuff is very good. It is making people optimistic for your doo-doo trash game, and that says a lot. You do all this good, but then you just do one thing. You make sure to do one thing. Like, I know it doesn't overshadow the good, but I'm still gonna point it out because it is bad. Like, holy shit, this has got to be the worst thing I've ever seen so far. You like, I know this is coming from the person that, like, I off release, I loved playing Emil. Loved playing Emil. I did a guide about him. Played him on stream so much. Got him Arizin on my main account before I got banned. One of the few, actually, that I Arizin. Freaking mained him for a while. Mained him for a good amount of time. Always put him high regard as top 5 survivors in the entire game. Always put him on top 5. And then just because no one plays him, you're just gonna get rid of his identity. You're gonna get rid of his... Alright, bro. Alright. Revert this. I beg that they revert it, but I don't think they are. Because she's over here saying he will be getting changed one way or another. Because survivors that came out recently outshine him. No, they don't. I'm gonna be honest. No, they don't. They don't outperform him at all. He outperforms literally the entire roster. 8 stats with 4 repair and 10 healing. And you're saying that characters that just got dropped overshadow him, outperform him? That's a lie. That's a lie. I don't know what was the purpose or what was the reasoning, the real reasoning, but it makes no sense. In the end, this update is very good. I literally have to admit, this update is very good. We get the characters that we've been wanting for 2 years, especially the one I was supposed to voice act, and then Owen's Family Farm is coming back. Like, good update. Okay, good update. Good update, but this one change right here, this right here, horrendous. This makes me want to just DM Brenda saying, don't change Emil. Don't change Emil. Please don't change Emil. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I am going to message Brenda and say, please, for the love of everything, I beg you not to change Emil. For the love of everything, please don't change Emil. Please. This is coming from a ketchup bottle. That's it. I'll see you when the next batch of update comes out. Take care, everyone.